Welcome back to Monster Thoughts. Today is the first episode of our new Monster vs. Monster series where we get to the heart of the monster by pitting them against each other. We will take various creatures from various horror movies and beyond horror movies if they are monstrous in form, meaning not human, and we will compare their stats, their kill counts if any, and we'll put them side by side and we will see who will come out on top. This series is something that is really close to my heart because I have wanted to do something like this for a very long time on the channel and on the blog, which I'm going to start working on more again. So thank you to my patrons for your support. This one is for you. Jumping right into it, we're your hosts, Essie Paris and Trevor Eon, and the creatures for today are Dracula from Bram Stoker's Dracula and Maximilian from Vampire in Brooklyn. Let's see who comes out on top.
So for Maximilian from Vampire in Brooklyn, he has a ton of powers, almost OP level vampire powers. He is the last of his kind. He comes to Brooklyn to find the one vampire that he can get to embrace her vampire nature and go away with him to repopulate all of vampire mankind. Maybe not, but so throughout the movie, Max displays pyrokinesis, telekinesis, telepathy, super strength, the ability to transform into animals, generally wolves and bats, the ability to control people mentally simply from suggesting things, the power to create servants by giving them blood, turning them into ghouls, they start rotting. He hates mirrors, hates crosses, since he has the power to smash things with his mind as well as blow things up. He generally breaks mirrors when they pop up or tosses crosses away. He can walk into holy places, but not for long, because when he's Preacher Paulie, he walks into the church, but he starts to catch on fire. He can really only be killed, as far as I can tell, from the sun, which he never meets, and the ceremonial knife that Dr. Zako gives Justice to kill him. So he's almost impossible to kill unless you know that.
So for Bram Stoker's Dracula, Dracula is, as we all know, the very first vampire of his kind. He also has a human that he controls who does his bidding, but Winfried is unlike the ghoul in Vampire in Brooklyn. He's not rotting, he's simply crazy. His mind is addled because Dracula is continuously talking to him and feeding him information and so have you. Dracula controls all wolves, as seen in the beginning of the movie when Jonathan arrives to his castle. He sends the wolves along with the caravan and howling and everything. He also can control bats. He can turn into wolves and rats, as we see toward the end of the movie and in the beginning of the movie. He can control the elements, as seen when Jonathan arrives to his home in the beginning of the movie on the ship when he's first traveling to London to get Mina, and toward the end when he gets Mina to summon the sun to go down so faster so that he can rise up before the humans come to kill him. He also hates mirrors and he does not like crosses. He's also able to crawl on walls, as Jonathan can see when he is first a guest in Count Dracula's home. He sees Dracula crawling out of the window like a spider monkey. He has two forms that we see throughout the movie. He turns into a more beast-like creature with fur and a vampire-esque face, but not really a vampire-esque face, and no wings. But however, later we see him turn into a more vampire bat-like creature without wings. Arms turn into like the wings of a vampire bat, and he's extremely tall. He can walk around in the daytime, but he is weakened and he takes on the form normally of a younger man. With the stats tallied, we're going into the Monster vs. Monster portion of the video. We're going to take the stats we have collected and we're going to put them together to see which vampire rules.
So Max and Dracula pretty much have the same powers. There's very little difference between them, which means there is very little margin for error if they were competing. The only powers that Max has that Dracula does not is that Max can turn into people. Max does this a lot because there's a doorway to evil, he can turn into them. He also gets their thoughts. Huge advantage if he could do that. Dracula's main power that he has that Max does not is that he can go out during the day. Other than that, they're basically the same vampire. The catch to this is Dracula is harmed throughout the movie from just regular weapon, a gun, being cut, being stabbed. It hurts him, it weakens him. Max, however, shrugs all those things off all throughout Vampire in Brooklyn. He gets shot a few times, he stands right back up, throws the bullets. You try to stab him, he disappears. The only thing that really hurt him is the ceremonial knife. With that in mind, the two of them, if they were to be going at it, I came up with two scenarios, one for Max, one for Dracula. If Max were to defeat Dracula, he would just have to straight up beat him down and slice him up and cut off his head and stab him in the heart. Easy peasy. A lot easier said than done. If Dracula wants to defeat Max, all he's really got to do is stall him out until the sun comes up. Say Max figures that out before that happens, then we're stuck at a stalemate. These are the only two real win scenarios for each one. that I could come up with. If you have more, by all means, please let me know in the comments. But with that in mind, I think we have a draw. These are two master vampires, every power in the book, and the couple powers that they don't have between each other still does not really give either an advantage in a one-on-one battle between the two.
They're basically the masters of their respective worlds. So put them together and it's going to be
50-50, one or the other could win. It could go either way.
It's going to be a tough battle. So it's a draw. So that concludes the first episode of our Monster vs. Monster series. If you want to see more videos like this, please let us know in the comments below. Let us know who you think would win in a fight between Maximilian and Dracula, with the stats we've presented, or with stats of your own that you've discovered that we might have missed. Let us know in the comments. And I'm Messy Paris.
I'm Trevor Eon.
And this is Monster Thoughts, where we get to the heart of the monster. See you guys for the next one. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome back to Monster Thoughts, and welcome to Monster Thoughts. Thank you. This is for my jumping right into it. Our movie for the day. Our movies.
They're creatures.
True. Francis Ford Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola. Which I don't know. That was disgusting.
It's a weird choice.
No word yet. Yeah.
He flies too, doesn't he? Does he fly? Oh.
Let us know if you have. I'm Messy Paris.
I'm Trevor Eon.
And this is Monster Thoughts, where we get to the heart of the monster. See you guys for the next one. Bye.
I'm Trevor Eon. And I'm gonna beat all the monsters. Bring it. Do something.
No.